Is our husband a clown? Is our husband a clown? I need to take a break from work. I need to take a break from work. Concert Saturday night. Concert Saturday night. On the other hand. On the other hand. To practice. To practice. Do you have any cooking utensils? Do you have any cooking utensils? I can write properly. I can write properly. Can I have potato salad with my meal? Can I have potato salad with my meal? If he spoke Spanish, he would work as a translator. If he spoke Spanish, he would work as a translator. Can you help me move this table up the stairs? Can you help me move this table up the stairs? I have a stick, son. I have a stick, son. Rolled over. Rolled over. I'm a student. I'm a student. Can't it cause this every year? Can't it cause this every year? Do they question? Do they question? Is there a coloring menu for kids? Is there a coloring menu for kids? What is Wi-Fi password? What is Wi-Fi password? We've known about the incident for weeks. We've known about the incident for weeks. I have to go now. I have to go now. The sound of thunder frightened the dog. The sound of thunder frightened the dog. You should try for 2 weeks. You should try for 2 weeks. You will have pizza for dinner. You will have pizza for dinner. I sleep 8 hours a night. I sleep 8 hours a night. What exactly is the cycle time? What exactly is the cycle time? Hold your horses. Hold your horses. He enjoys playing tennis with his friends. He enjoys playing tennis with his friends. Shouldn't you be putting 4 weekends back? Shouldn't you be putting 4 weekends back? I will always admire him for his courage. I will always admire him for his courage. We were sleeping. We were sleeping. We don't believe. We don't believe. Do you like taking pictures? Do you like taking pictures? Do you have gluten-free options for crackers? Do you have gluten-free options for crackers? I have been studying English for several years. I have been studying English for several years. They bought a new car last week. They bought a new car last week. He studied Spanish for 6 months. He studied Spanish for 6 months. The children played hide and seek. The children played hide and seek. Could this be the best decision for the company? Could this be the best decision for the company? I hope you don't get lost again. I hope you don't get lost again. To practice. To practice. He speaks loudly. He speaks loudly. You shouldn't install it after 4 centuries. You shouldn't install it after 4 centuries. Do you have a penny in it? Do you have a penny in it? Should you try? Should you try? Shouldn't they hit at sunset? Shouldn't they hit at sunset? Should not be forced immediately. Should not be forced immediately. He didn't follow the instructions, so he made a mistake. He didn't follow the instructions, so he made a mistake. I will start my new job next week. I will start my new job next week. I have to connect at noon. I have to connect at noon. How many do you want? How many do you want? Was his father a paramedic? Was his father a paramedic? I don't know you. I don't know you. We shouldn't shout after one night. We shouldn't shout after one night. Are there any loyalty rewards? Are there any loyalty rewards? There are 6 houses on the street. There are 6 houses on the street. You should have asked for help when you needed it. You should have asked for help when you needed it. That's why we need. That's why we need. I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of work to do. You are not a monthly nurse. You are not a monthly nurse. I was so stupid that I closed my sky. I was so stupid that I closed my sky. He needs to find a new flat. He needs to find a new flat. He doesn't want to go shopping, and neither do I. He doesn't want to go shopping, and neither do I. He goes to the park on the weekends. He goes to the park on the weekends. What are you doing? What are you doing? He has started a new job. He has started a new job. You like to read books, don't you? You like to read books, don't you? She is a talented singer. She is a talented singer. He always brings his lunch to work. He always brings his lunch to work. I'd like my steak medium rare, please. I'd like my steak medium rare, please. The shop opens at 9 a.m. The shop opens at 9 a.m. Worked at the school for 3 years. Worked at the school for 3 years. I have a big project to finish by the end of the week. I have a big project to finish by the end of the week. You don't always improve. You don't always improve. I'm going to the park. I'm going to the park. He could improve his English skills. He could improve his English skills. I'm having second thoughts. I'm having second thoughts. You won't lie. You won't lie. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. I want you to stay here. I want you to stay here. If it was quieter, we could concentrate. If it was quieter, we could concentrate. She is a great cook and also a wonderful hostess. She is a great cook and also a wonderful hostess. Did you do 2 window cleaners the night before? Did you do 2 window cleaners the night before? Should he do 2 landscaping in the afternoon? Should he do 2 landscaping in the afternoon? Does he have? Does he have? Even though it's cold outside, I still plan to ride a bike. Even though it's cold outside, I still plan to ride a bike. Are there any reduced fares? Are there any reduced fares? He is not teaching now. He is not teaching now. I was translating every month. I was translating every month. Passover. Passover. The car was driven at high speed. The car was driven at high speed. If the weather is nice, we will go for a walk. If the weather is nice, we will go for a walk. He usually goes to work by bus. He usually goes to work by bus. Can we clean up the night before? Can we clean up the night before? I read carefully. I read carefully. Are our brothers golfers? Are our brothers golfers? He plays the guitar. He plays the guitar. We'll have finished our meal by the time they get to the party. We'll have finished our meal by the time they get to the party. Didn't we teach before? Didn't we teach before? The movie was shot on location. The movie was shot on location. Was it 5 inspectors the previous morning? Was it 5 inspectors the previous morning? I want to go home, he said. I want to go home, he said. What a beautiful dress. What a beautiful dress. I ate some chocolate for dessert. I ate some chocolate for dessert. Does not have enough information to solve the problem. Does not have enough information to solve the problem. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? It doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't do anything for me. His sister was an inventor. His sister was an inventor. Will they never be receptionists? Will they never be receptionists? I'm proud. I'm proud. We saw them in the park. We saw them in the park. The apartment is beautiful. The apartment is beautiful. The book was borrowed from the library. The book was borrowed from the library. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I have a favorite friend who is extra fit and fair. I have a favorite friend who is extra fit and fair. Can I have citrus dressing with my salad? Can I have citrus dressing with my salad? He chose the scenic route and enjoyed the beautiful scenery as a result. He chose the scenic route and enjoyed the beautiful scenery as a result. The dress is too tight for me to wear comfortably. The dress is too tight for me to wear comfortably. My smartphone is more advanced than yours. My smartphone is more advanced than yours. What kind of music do you like? What kind of music do you like? Your perception is wrong. Your perception is wrong. It gets longer every year. It gets longer every year. We could see a shooting star in the night sky. We could see a shooting star in the night sky. He flew to London for vacation. He flew to London for vacation. Should he be a geologist? Should he be a geologist? They were swimming in the pool on a hot summer day. They were swimming in the pool on a hot summer day. Value. Value. I love this show. I love this show. Doesn't he get injured after 2 weeks? Doesn't he get injured after 2 weeks? I don't notice anything special about it. I don't notice anything special about it. His grandchildren are truck drivers. His grandchildren are truck drivers. To shout. To shout. The bird perched on the branch chirped happily. The bird perched on the branch chirped happily. Should I be a blogger after 5 days? Should I be a blogger after 5 days? Low fat. Low fat. I have to answer in 3 minutes. I have to answer in 3 minutes. Can't they close after 2 days? Can't they close after 2 days? How many cars are parked in the parking lot? How many cars are parked in the parking lot? We used to go camping every summer. We used to go camping every summer. Can I catch? Can I catch? Take off. Take off. You're kicking at sunset. You're kicking at sunset. My teacher was Iranian. My teacher was Iranian. How many languages can you speak? How many languages can you speak? The company had been growing rapidly for years before encountering financial difficulties. The company had been growing rapidly for years before encountering financial difficulties. He likes listening to music. He likes listening to music. They can't build every month. They can't build every month. The baby is crawling on the floor. The baby is crawling on the floor. At the end of the semester, they will have finished their exams. At the end of the semester, they will have finished their exams. You may not confess every day. You may not confess every day. I have been studying for 10 hours. I have been studying for 10 hours. Wasn't I a judge 2 years ago? Wasn't I a judge 2 years ago? I don't have butter. I don't have butter. Mom, I messed up. Mom, I messed up. Extra fit and fair man feeds fat cows. Extra fit and fair man feeds fat cows. How much is this? How much is this? They didn't listen to the warnings, so they got in trouble. They didn't listen to the warnings, so they got in trouble. He can speak English fluently. He can speak English fluently. He won't go to school. He won't go to school. Not watching after 5 hours? Not watching after 5 hours? This is a good question. This is a good question. You should call the doctor if your symptoms worsen. You should call the doctor if your symptoms worsen. Do you follow any sports? Do you follow any sports? We cleaned the house. We cleaned the house. It is the official language of the United Kingdom, United States, Canada, Australia and New Zealand. It is the official language of the United Kingdom, United States, Canada, Australia and New Zealand. We want to plan the next sprint for the countries that are rolled out. We want to plan the next sprint for the countries that are rolled out. There may be a misunderstanding. There may be a misunderstanding. He plays video games all morning. He plays video games all morning. I'm going on a trip to Europe next month. I'm going on a trip to Europe next month. If the weather was sunny, we would go to the beach. If the weather was sunny, we would go to the beach. I've been developing for 10 years. I've been developing for 10 years. They age in the twilight. They age in the twilight. He walked his dog in the park. He walked his dog in the park. This is my favorite movie. This is my favorite movie. Can you help me with this project? Can you help me with this project? Cannot play. Cannot play. We met at night. We met at night. Can you tell me how to get to the bank? Can you tell me how to get to the bank? They surfed in Australia. They surfed in Australia. I wish I had more free time for hobbies. I wish I had more free time for hobbies. Shrimps. Shrimps. She knows how to cook. She knows how to cook. My dog is the cutest animal in the neighborhood. My dog is the cutest animal in the neighborhood. Your father was a pie player. Your father was a pie player. Excuse me? Excuse me? He won't be coming to the party if he has other plans. He won't be coming to the party if he has other plans. Any fresh fish today? Any fresh fish today? Despite the long wait, the concert was worth it. Despite the long wait, the concert was worth it. Aren't we going to be playwrights at sunrise? Aren't we going to be playwrights at sunrise? These are beautiful sunflowers. These are beautiful sunflowers. I can't remember. I can't remember. The death of the famous actor created a shock effect in the entertainment industry. The death of the famous actor created a shock effect in the entertainment industry. We can make this home. We can make this home. I will have breakfast at 9 a.m. I will have breakfast at 9 a.m. Can't be appreciated after 5 minutes? Can't be appreciated after 5 minutes? Your parents were notaries. Your parents were notaries. What color do you want? What color do you want? This was a great idea. This was a great idea. Their mother is a barista. Their mother is a barista. We learn English at the language school. We learn English at the language school. Could be an engineer. Could be an engineer. The food dehydrator is perfect for making jerky. The food dehydrator is perfect for making jerky. I have 2 children, 2 boys. I have 2 children, 2 boys. Do we need to do anything? Do we need to do anything? Isn't it usually necessary to be a negotiator? Isn't it usually necessary to be a negotiator? His parents were porters. His parents were porters. Have you seen a good TV show lately? Have you seen a good TV show lately? To dispute. To dispute. 18 years old. 18 years old. He plays the guitar very well. He plays the guitar very well. I like pop music more than classical music. I like pop music more than classical music. It's not crying at dawn. It's not crying at dawn. Can you help me with this? Can you help me with this? Fresh tuna. Fresh tuna. It will depart at 5 p.m. It will depart at 5 p.m. We are usually unable to advise. We are usually unable to advise. He's as angry as a hornet. He's as angry as a hornet. Who is the most experienced player here? Who is the most experienced player here? What is your favorite season, summer or winter? What is your favorite season, summer or winter? I'm looking for directions to the station. I'm looking for directions to the station. Please position your seat upright. Please position your seat upright. Snore. Snore. Do you have a gluten-free dessert option? Do you have a gluten-free dessert option? English is easier than French. English is easier than French. They did not replace it occasionally. They did not replace it occasionally. Do you have gluten-free options for granola bars? Do you have gluten-free options for granola bars? Is my brother a conductor? Is my brother a conductor? Then 1 in the morning it wouldn't shake. Then 1 in the morning it wouldn't shake. Shouldn't you be a pilot in 3 days? Shouldn't you be a pilot in 3 days? I have a charity you've supported for 5 years. I have a charity you've supported for 5 years. We didn't know which user was coming. We didn't know which user was coming. Looking forward to a relaxing weekend. Looking forward to a relaxing weekend. Should you support after an hour? Should you support after an hour? We were working tirelessly on the project and it was finally ready for presentation. We were working tirelessly on the project and it was finally ready for presentation. We will be volunteering at the local shelter on the weekends. We will be volunteering at the local shelter on the weekends. We do not have much time. We do not have much time. The event will take place next week. The event will take place next week. Hey Susanna, come talk to me. Hey Susanna, come talk to me. They love to camp in the summer. They love to camp in the summer. They would clean. They would clean. Have you watched the new Marvel movie? Have you watched the new Marvel movie? Children played with toys in the park. Children played with toys in the park. Change location by clicking the map. Change location by clicking the map. Can he be afraid of 2 weeks? Can he be afraid of 2 weeks? At the station they have to wait for the train. At the station they have to wait for the train. He is my classmate. He is my classmate. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Give your place in public transport. Give your place in public transport. Is your nephew a dishwasher? Is your nephew a dishwasher? I want to visit Europe but I also want to explore Asia. I want to visit Europe but I also want to explore Asia. He was fixing his car in the garage. He was fixing his car in the garage. My wife was a preacher. My wife was a preacher. They go to the beach on Sunday. They go to the beach on Sunday. Then they must be negotiators. Then they must be negotiators. I used to study French, but now I'm learning Spanish. I used to study French, but now I'm learning Spanish. They will be staying at home this weekend. They will be staying at home this weekend. We will object immediately. We will object immediately. He bought new shoes. He bought new shoes. I don't want to lose my losses for magazines. I don't want to lose my losses for magazines. He's too tired to go out tonight. He's too tired to go out tonight. We are in Britannia, remember. We are in Britannia, remember. Who's ready to play the trivia game? Who's ready to play the trivia game? They can enter per month. They can enter per month. It takes 10 years to eat. It takes 10 years to eat. Even though the weather was unpredictable, we decided to camp anyway. Even though the weather was unpredictable, we decided to camp anyway. Was he just an assistant lawyer? Was he just an assistant lawyer? Can clean. Can clean. Finally, he has enough talent to be successful in his career. He has enough talent to be successful in his career. Your daughter was an anthropologist. Your daughter was an anthropologist. Running after 2 weeks. Running after 2 weeks. They're going to dance at the club tonight. They're going to dance at the club tonight. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You cannot eat or drink before surgery. You cannot eat or drink before surgery. You will be better. You will be better. Great query. Great query. My parents bought a new car. My parents bought a new car. What a successful event. What a successful event. On Sundays we play board games with our friends. On Sundays we play board games with our friends. More than 5 evenings, why am I not? More than 5 evenings, why am I not? I had a sandwich for lunch. I had a sandwich for lunch. They don't like spicy food, and neither do we. They don't like spicy food, and neither do we. Can I have extra balsamic dressing on my salad? Can I have extra balsamic dressing on my salad? She was a maid at dawn. She was a maid at dawn. They had dinner at a restaurant last night. They had dinner at a restaurant last night. He studied French for 3 years. He studied French for 3 years. It was too small for my ring finger. It was too small for my ring finger. What did you do on the weekend? What did you do on the weekend? If I was taller, I would be a basketball player. If I was taller, I would be a basketball player. Did you go to school? Did you go to school? I shouldn't draw. I shouldn't draw. He has traveled to many countries in Europe. He has traveled to many countries in Europe. The letter was written in blue ink. The letter was written in blue ink. Convert. Convert. I'm going to college. I'm going to college. Their children are astronauts. Their children are astronauts. Are they working then? Are they working then? Instead of taking the car to the mechanic, he fixed it himself. Instead of taking the car to the mechanic, he fixed it himself. I took a nap after lunch. I took a nap after lunch. From where I stand, I can see the ocean far away. From where I stand, I can see the ocean far away. Further. Further. We do not hear well. We do not hear well. Whatever you like. Whatever you like. I'm lost, so I need to ask for directions. I'm lost, so I need to ask for directions. He had a green shirt. He had a green shirt. I am a middle school senior. My favorite subject is math and biology. I am a middle school senior. My favorite subject is math and biology. This is a kind of apple. This is a kind of apple. We can visit the museum tomorrow. We can visit the museum tomorrow. The sun rises from the east. The sun rises from the east. Aware of this. Aware of this. You need a lot of money, save more. You need a lot of money, save more. How did you do this? How did you do this? We met at dawn. We met at dawn. Can you turn off the lights before you leave? Can you turn off the lights before you leave? Shouldn't it be approved after 2 years? Shouldn't it be approved after 2 years? I will not stoop to his level. I will not stoop to his level. The course was challenging but rewarding. The course was challenging but rewarding. I have a lot of homework to do. I have a lot of homework to do. He will start his new job next month. He will start his new job next month. They lack motivation. They lack motivation. He likes to go fishing on the weekends. He likes to go fishing on the weekends. I'm proud. I'm proud. He is not visiting. He is not visiting. Deposit. Deposit. Is his stepson a naturalist? Is his stepson a naturalist? English was spoken all over the world. English was spoken all over the world. We prefer watching movies at home rather than going to the cinema. We prefer watching movies at home rather than going to the cinema. Can you add more salt to my food? Can you add more salt to my food? By next summer I will have learned to speak Spanish fluently. By next summer I will have learned to speak Spanish fluently. The surgeon will be here to talk to you before the procedure. The surgeon will be here to talk to you before the procedure. We will have dinner. We will have dinner. The disease was caused by a virus that is not yet understood. The disease was caused by a virus that is not yet understood. I plan to study tonight. I plan to study tonight. The team is working hard for the competitions. The team is working hard for the competitions. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Don't we pass at sunrise? Don't we pass at sunrise? You keep 10 years. You keep 10 years. Last night's concert was louder than I expected. Last night's concert was louder than I expected. Wasn't he an alchemist 5 years ago? Wasn't he an alchemist 5 years ago? Thank you all for your valuable contributions. Thank you all for your valuable contributions. I want to visit my friend. I want to visit my friend. How nice to see you. How nice to see you. In a short time. In a short time. She has to visit her grandmother at the hospital. She has to visit her grandmother at the hospital. We can't use it after 4 nights. We can't use it after 4 nights. They can never be surgeons. They can never be surgeons. Are you ready to start the game? Are you ready to start the game? Can I request a specific product brand? Can I request a specific product brand? Am I a deputy at noon? Am I a deputy at noon? I whispered. I whispered. I will be living in Japan for the next 2 years. I will be living in Japan for the next 2 years. Will you remember soon? Will you remember soon? No such luck. No such luck. I need a cup of tea. I need a cup of tea. I didn't have breakfast this morning, she said. I didn't have breakfast this morning, she said. Which is your favorite museum? Which is your favorite museum? Can you recommend a good olive oil brand? Can you recommend a good olive oil brand? I'm going to clean my house from top to bottom. I'm going to clean my house from top to bottom. Don't they invade later in the morning? Don't they invade later in the morning? If I find $1 million, I have to buy new shoes. If I find $1 million, I have to buy new shoes. Sorry, I'm trying to clear my head. Sorry, I'm trying to clear my head. You should have asked for help when you needed it. You should have asked for help when you needed it. Your grandmother was a neurologist. Your grandmother was a neurologist. I have to finish reading this book for my book club. I have to finish reading this book for my book club. They are playing basketball in the park. They are playing basketball in the park. We are excited to start our new business. We are excited to start our new business. We lived in the same neighborhood for years before we became friends. We lived in the same neighborhood for years before we became friends. The government has announced new policies to reduce pollution. The government has announced new policies to reduce pollution. Engineers will design a new product for the company. Engineers will design a new product for the company. We've been through a lot together and I know I can always count on him. We've been through a lot together and I know I can always count on him. We went hiking in the mountains. We went hiking in the mountains. Where do they live? Where do they live? Do you marry? Do you marry? I couldn't tear myself away. I couldn't tear myself away. They may forget to bring their passports. They may forget to bring their passports. He had his guitar tuned to a musician. He had his guitar tuned to a musician. Can you help me with these bags? Can you help me with these bags? How much does this cost? How much does this cost? Payment will be made next week. Payment will be made next week. Chatty, chatty. I'll have the chocolate lava cake for dessert. I'll have the chocolate lava cake for dessert. You will receive an email with more information. You will receive an email with more information. Does it hang monthly? Does it hang monthly? Thanks in advance. Thanks in advance. We need to buy milk and bread from the grocery store. We need to buy milk and bread from the grocery store. I don't know how to say it in English. I don't know how to say it in English. Were you quietly riding a bunny? Were you quietly riding a bunny? We can't go to the concert due to traffic. We can't go to the concert due to traffic. May I help you? May I help you? Her brother-in-law is hardcover. Her brother-in-law is hardcover. He's so natural. He's so natural. Never fear. Never fear. If I had a magic wand, I would grant all your wishes. If I had a magic wand, I would grant all your wishes. I think it is very important to consider the customer's perspective. I think it is very important to consider the customer's perspective. In life, what is your purpose? In life, what is your purpose? They cannot fly. They cannot fly. How beautiful. How beautiful. We adopted a dog to have a loyal friend. We adopted a dog to have a loyal friend. Whose voice did I hear? Whose voice did I hear? Number of topics. Number of topics. His nephew is a lawyer. His nephew is a lawyer. He cleaned his room on Saturday. He cleaned his room on Saturday. I know the boy next to your brother. I know the boy next to your brother. They usually go shopping on Saturdays. They usually go shopping on Saturdays. Because I am busy with my job. Because I am busy with my job. Couldn't I have included 1 year ago? Couldn't I have included 1 year ago? He is usually 6 years old after a tennis match. He is usually 6 years old after a tennis match. Can I add often? Can I add often? I decided to buy the designer dress even though it was expensive. I decided to buy the designer dress even though it was expensive. They held a fundraising event to support a local charity. They held a fundraising event to support a local charity. I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused. See you later. See you later. My stepfather was a draper. My stepfather was a draper. There are no flowers in the garden. There are no flowers in the garden. He doesn't drink coffee. He doesn't drink coffee. She bought a new dress for the party. She bought a new dress for the party. My stepfather was a draper. My stepfather was a draper. What are your opinions about? What are your opinions about? Rarely did he become an economist. Rarely did he become an economist. Our relatives are founders. Our relatives are founders. Resolve in. Resolve in. I wish I could travel to space. I wish I could travel to space. In the winter we go skiing. In the winter we go skiing. It was completely agitated. It was completely agitated. Can you like it? Can you like it? Air pollution. Air pollution. His sister was a songwriter. His sister was a songwriter. I was an athlete every month. I was an athlete every month. I'm going on a trip to the beach next weekend. I'm going on a trip to the beach next weekend. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Does she like to dance? Does she like to dance? He would deny it after 4 nights. He would deny it after 4 nights. One afternoon did not heal. One afternoon did not heal. Is there anything you need right now? Is there anything you need right now? If you watered the plants, they wouldn't die. If you watered the plants, they wouldn't die. The dress is too expensive for my budget. The dress is too expensive for my budget. The hotel is very luxurious. It has a beautiful view. The hotel is very luxurious. It has a beautiful view. By this time next week I will have finished my exams. By this time next week I will have finished my exams. You don't know my talent. You don't know my talent. I brought some snacks. I brought some snacks. Istanbul is Turkey's largest city. Istanbul is Turkey's largest city. He is a firefighter and responds to emergencies. He is a firefighter and responds to emergencies. Can we add? Can we add? The prison sentence was severe. The prison sentence was severe. Do you have any vegetarian options? Do you have any vegetarian options? I came back for you but you were gone. I came back for you but you were gone. Previously protected. Previously protected. Excuse me, is this seat occupied? Excuse me, is this seat occupied? Why did you come? Why did you come? Precision. Precision. There are 15 students in the music class. There are 15 students in the music class. Your test results are inconclusive. Your test results are inconclusive. Were our parents riders? Were our parents riders? If they had tickets, they would have gone to the concert. If they had tickets, they would have gone to the concert. After 1 week, he may wonder. After 1 week, he may wonder. Looking forward. Looking forward. I come home around 7. I come home around 7. He will be a barber in 1 week. He will be a barber in 1 week. Did it appear before? Did it appear before? They were dancing in the club when the music suddenly stopped. They were dancing in the club when the music suddenly stopped. The window was broken due to the storm. The window was broken due to the storm. The musicians will record their new album in the studio. The musicians will record their new album in the studio. Immature. Immature. I'm really sore after that hard workout. I'm really sore after that hard workout. Really hard. Really hard. When is your birthday? When is your birthday? Can you fill out this form before your appointment? Can you fill out this form before your appointment? I am happy that I have a healthy heart and can hear well. I am happy that I have a healthy heart and can hear well. Can I try this? Can I try this? Fun. Fun. You will never see me again. You will never see me again. I was waiting for the concert tickets to go on sale and I managed to get a seat in the front row. I was waiting for the concert tickets to go on sale and I managed to get a seat in the front row. He can paint at noon. He can paint at noon. I don't notice anything strange. I don't notice anything strange. The Tommy family is one of the wealthiest families in Argentina. The Tommy family is one of the wealthiest families in Argentina. Can you lend me some money until I get my money? Can you lend me some money until I get my money? What will you do tomorrow? What will you do tomorrow? Is my friend a race car driver? Is my friend a race car driver? Aware. Aware. These are fresh vegetables. These are fresh vegetables. His brothers were art directors. His brothers were art directors. The man at the bar was telling a funny joke. The man at the bar was telling a funny joke. I love playing games and playing football with my sons. I love playing games and playing football with my sons. Calm down. Calm down. I'm going to the dentist at 3 o'clock today. I'm going to the dentist at 3 o'clock today. Social inclusion. Social inclusion. Derives it. Derives it. I am cold. I am cold. All information is included in this report. All information is included in this report. I don't want to lose my low prices for magazines. I don't want to lose my low prices for magazines. I'm going to take a photography course next semester. I'm going to take a photography course next semester. Can he come to the beach with us? Can he come to the beach with us? Did we threaten? Did we threaten? Should he think? Should he think? I have been working at school for 6 hours. I have been working at school for 6 hours. How much water do you drink each day? How much water do you drink each day? They develop weekly. They develop weekly. I'm sorry, I do not understand. I'm sorry, I do not understand. Do you know swimming? Do you know swimming? There may not be a courier at dusk. There may not be a courier at dusk. Let's set a time limit for this game. Let's set a time limit for this game. Looking forward. Looking forward.